What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome to another Time Machine Dream Team episode of the Smark Out Moment Smack Talk podcast. I'm Tony Mango. Joining me is Robert DeFelice.
Hello.
And Callum Wiggins.
Yo, what's up, G?
You're trying to offset that, right?
I can't do the American accent.
What we're doing today, if you don't know what Time Machine Dream Team is, we've done a few of these in the past, and they've kind of been sort of a fluid concept. We take the general idea is making Survivor Series themed teams, and sometimes we've applied some kind of extra little theme to it or a little twist or something. And this time around, what we're doing is a follow-up to the last time, wherein last time we took our mock draft from the ultimate all-time roster, and we tried to figure out who would be the best possible teammates for different people to make another card out of that. Just, kind of take what we've already done before and build upon it. And we didn't do that for the worst all-time roster yet. So since it is Survivor Series time, and this is the best time of the year to do something like a Time Machine Dream Team, and we have fun doing all these mock draft things and the fantasy booking pay-per-view cards and all that. We know that you guys like them too. We figured we'd kind of combine all those concepts together and talk about some of the things that we normally wouldn't talk about, because we frequently talk about the Randy Savages and the John Cenas and Gunther and all these different people that we put on like all these different, all-time rosters. And I don't know, Gunther was one of the main ones I went with there. That's jumping ahead of the game a little bit for Gunther. But, how many times we can talk about, of course, the Hulk Hogan's and everybody from the Steve Austin types versus, for this edition, we're going to be talking about people like Deuce and Domino. We'll never bring them up on the majority of these mock drafts, only when it has something to do with like, okay, we're drafting from this era or from like the 2000s champion onward thing that we did the last time around, where there were some names that, we didn't even know off the top of our heads, let alone know much about and really love and want to put them in our fantasy booking cards and all. So we've got a group of people here, and I'm going to swap around this on my screen a little bit for anybody that is interested in checking this out as far as the YouTube side of things, where you can actually see on screen what we're doing a little bit. We are going to try to break down this group into as many different Survivor Series teams, either 4-on-4 or 5-on-5, or maybe we think of some other kind of random concept that we want to go with. I don't know, that we can pair off, and then we're going to try to figure out kind of a card to go along with it as far as like matching people up and determining a winner and all. I'm using these little templates on the left hand side here to temporarily put things in, and then we're going to kind of copy and paste when it comes to that. So, this is our 5-man template essentially, or 5-woman or whatever. We're 5-team. We can do it with a 10-man. They did that before. Survivor Series has gone through a lot of different incarnations. I was looking it up the other day and I was like, all right, so there's been 3-on-5, 4-on-4, 5-on-5, 10-on-10, like 5-on-7 or something, I think it was one of them, 7-on-7. They're all over the place. So we've got some flexibility here, and we got some very interesting names to go around here. But as we go ahead and we do that, I want to remind everybody that the best way for you to see more of these things in the future is to directly support us by donating to the Patreon or the YouTube channel membership by clicking that join button that you can see on the YouTube page at least. And, you can always request something on the Pick Your Poison tier if you're like, I really want them to try to book a different type of thing based off of this, or I want them to do a different type of mock draft or a different podcast entirely, or even an article. You could always request that too. That's happened in the past where people have been like, you just write up this article about something or whatever. You got the dark casts though, which sometimes we do the follow-ups of this on that. Sometimes we do completely random things. You never really know what you're getting with the dark cast. So that is a great way to help keep the lights on here and help fund us going forward, as well as that little thanks button. And of course, on the non-monetary side of things, you got the like button. You can always subscribe to this channel, hit the share button, pass it around, so on and so forth. And if you want to pick up some merchandise, go to Redbubble and TeePublic. But another way that you can help us out is just continue to listen, obviously, and not clicking out of this, and to leave a comment below with some of your ideas, because sometimes we can think of some ideas and we really, really like them, and then somebody else will toss out something else, and we're like, my God, it was staring us right in our faces, and we never thought of that. That's so much better, or whatever. So maybe you got a really cool idea for Radford that we won't get into or something. I don't know. So that's you're going to see that on the screen here. We're going to mess around with that. Obviously, if you're listening to the audio only versions, you won't see anything on your screen unless you're looking at something else on your screen. I don't know. You won't see what we're doing, at least. So before we actually get started, I want to suggest a change from someone, because it's been a while since we did the original version of this that incorporated all these names. And, when we had made this list, we looked at a lot of the worst time roster type people on different articles and, different listicles and everything. And I think one person in particular has changed so much since then that it doesn't feel right to have them on here. And that's Riddick Moss. Because back when he was on this list, he wasn't doing anything. At most, he was the flunky that was really terrible alongside Baron Corbin. And even though he's not doing anything great right now, Madcap Moss instead of Riddick Moss, I think that he doesn't deserve to be on this list. But I do think we're missing somebody here that is actually on the list, but we've actually doubled up in a couple different instances. I forget exactly who. I think it's I know Isaac Yankem is on this list, and so is Fake Diesel. So if we're going with the whole let's just separate the characters and all, I think we should put Friar Ferguson on this list. We have Bastion Booger, but I think Friar Ferguson should replace Riddick Moss. What do you guys think?
I mean, he's certainly more terrible than Riddick Moss. I didn't think that was where you were going, but I'm not against it.
What say you, Callum?
I mean, I'm not super. I guess the non-caring side of me is coming forward again to where Riddick Moss is good enough to not be on this list anymore. So replace him by all means.
All right, let's just do that. Just because I was just like, you know what? If we put a Riddick Moss on any team, he's a valuable team member. It's going to kind of throw off the vibe a little bit, because most of the other people are either just so terrible, or at least the gimmick is so bad. And Riddick Moss by himself didn't really have a bad gimmick, and Madcap Moss by himself, the gimmick isn't kind of really there. So that's the one change I was thinking. Maybe we'll end up thinking of somebody else on the line, but we're going to try to go with as many different fun themes as we can get here. And I've got a couple ideas already. So hear me out on some of these. Some of them are obviously really fucking ridiculous, but I think there's something to work with. Here's one that I think is kind of obvious, and I'll move these around and we can obviously keep moving people around and all that. But I think that Fake Razor and Fake Diesel need to be on one team. But we've also got Fake Undertaker. Where is he on here? These are all in order of when we had.
He's above Golga.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sort these to make it just a little bit easier. But Fake Undertaker, yeah. And these are all color coding, by the way, for anybody that's wondering, is who had drafted it. Rob is in red, Callum is in green, and I'm in blue. And I didn't obviously draft Friar Ferguson, but that's a change.
I'm in blue because I had Fake Undertaker and Gilbert.
Oh, okay. So that's normally I end up going with blue for myself, so I just assumed that was the case. Yes, we're going to do this the other way because we don't need to do it based off of the draft pool that we had done. We could just do it based off of the actual names themselves. So we've got 3 people for that, and we could technically just leave it at 3 and do like a 3-on-3 or something, but there is potential to potentially add another person in here, which is Sin Cara. We could go with this being Fake Sin Cara and have him on the same team too.
Well, that's not who I thought you were going to go with on that.
That's not who I thought you were going with either.
Who are you guys thinking?
Gilbert.
Gilbert was one idea I had. That was where my mind mainly went. And then I looked at this list and I saw who is supposed to be a mockery of Hulk Hogan. And then I think you've got the fake NWO and fake Undertaker.
Well, I think we can put all these in because we could even have these against each other and all. So let's go with where's Sin Cara? Is he? Wait, he is on this list, isn't he? Where am I missing?
Yeah,
him?
He's in he's here.
It's all I didn't do the both things together. That's why. So Sin Cara, who what was the other one? Gilbert.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should actually just combine these lists this way and make it a little bit easier for myself to sort. But those are definitely people that have that kind of identity crisis thing going on. And I kind of like that idea a little bit. I don't know if that's something where we've got enough to build on where we could do the two different teams, or if we just have enough that we can have the one team against the other one and then, kind of play around with it from there. But I do like the idea of who and Gilbert and the fakes all being a part of some kind of team. Is there anybody else that could potentially do that if we want to try to make this like a the two different teams separate?
I don't know if we have any more fakes.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if there's any other ones that kind of would fit into that same bracket.
Not Brackus.
No, but I'm trying to think who else here is kind of in the realm of. Yeah, I don't see any other ones that do the gimmick of pretending to be someone else, or more well known for a more famous and good gimmick.
So we can put a pin in that team at least for now. We might end up moving some people around and just picking a few of them, but that was one. Like the fakes was something that I had in mind. I also thought we've got an opportunity here to do people that could be the job squad, where we've got let's see, Special Delivery Jones.
I hate you.
Whereas
TL Hopper,
Repo Man, the Goon, TL Hopper, and Tugboat and Duke Drosy were the ones that I was thinking.
I think Tugboat would be out of that, wouldn't he?
I don't think I would put Tugboat in there. I mean, I guess he's a sailor, but like.
And where's the Goon? The Goon's he's under probably T.
I mean, the Executioner might fit into that, but that's a
I mean, job. But. I'll move him over there because he could, I mean, I had the Executioner down as another potential thing for another group that's actually even bigger. But I mean, he's another option. He is an Executioner. He's gonna get paid for the job, I'm assuming. But I was like, all right, Special Delivery. And these other people, like, they are people that work into a kind of job specific gimmick in some people, or you can play around with the idea and just kind of be like, all right, Special Delivery Jones isn't really a delivery man, but it's kind of funny to go along in that way. Just like Slam Master J's supposed to be not like a DJ, but I guess if you really needed to, you could put him over there. So again, that's already 7 in that, so we probably won't have everybody in that if we go in that direction at all. We would even bounce around with other teams and stuff. There is a laundry list of people we could go with, like a mystical kind of theme as well. We've got Papa Shango. We've got the Boogeyman, Fantasio, Missing Link, the Zombie. What else we got? Kevin Thorne, Kazarni. Technically Hornswoggle. I mean, he is a leprechaun. I don't think we put Friar Ferguson in there. But...
No. Damien Demento.
Yeah.
Damien Demento, yeah, he can fit in that. Let's put him on there. I'm missing somebody that I didn't put on here now. Let's see what else we got with some of these. Who am I missing? I got Papa Shango, I got Fantasio, Boogeyman, Zombie, Kazarni I didn't put on there yet. So Kazarni's in there. Kevin Thorne I didn't put on there. This could be, I guess, the Executioner in this list. If we really, didn't want to put him on the other one, if we wanted to put him there. Missing Link, Executioner, Hornswoggle, Damien Demento. Is that the... Wait, I am missing somebody here. Who am I missing?
The Executioner.
Oh, yeah. The one I was just talking about. Oh, I see Gankum can go into the
job squad.
The job one. I didn't put that in there. Yeah, I was missing somebody on that. And he can obviously go into Isaac Yankum as well.
The Godwins could also go into the job squad.
Oh, actually, Isaac Yankum wouldn't go into the Who thing. That doesn't make any sense. What was the thing you just said?
The Godwins are hog farmers, so they could go in the job squad.
Godwins. We also have there was somebody on the Godwins that I had written down. Godwins, Bushwhackers, Blue Brothers, Outback Jack, Skinner. If we wanted to go with like that kind of country vibe.
Outback Jack is Australian. Yeah, so he'd fit with the Bushwhackers. You could have like a whole Australasian team going on.
Where's Godwins? Godwins and Uncle Elmer definitely makes a whole lot of sense. I do kind of like the idea of potentially Bushwhackers with Outback Jack. Where is he on here? What was Skinner supposed to be? From
a Gator hunter. So put him with Slater.
From Florida?
Yeah.
It's I gotta write it down as possible.
I mean, if you put together like a more of an Australian themed team, then that's where Nathan Jones sits as well.
Is he really like would you think like Australian?
He's just Australian.
Yeah, he's Australian.
I mean, put him. If we can't think of another...
he can go in the Cops and Robbers when we're ready to talk about that.
That is another one here. Let me make this little distinction here. Cops and Robbers.
So stupid.
Which could be Nails and... who was the other one that I had written down? The Mountie.
So stupid. Repo Man could also be considered a robber since he just broke into people's houses and stole shit.
I'm just gonna name this temporarily. See you later, alligator. Country Boys. This is looking messy right now, but I promise it's gonna get cleaner. Jobs.
Welcome to this carefree podcast you're gonna get all year.
Oh, it's totally. I mean, that's the whole point. Is this is just like, wait, he's a phony. I'm gonna name him that, and then we'll go with like mystical whatever. I don't know. Let me see what some of the other ones I had on this list that were possibles. Oh, this one's going to go over very, very well, I'm sure. So we got the Dicks, and we've got Heart Throbs, and we've got Beaver Cleavage. Potentially not safe for work.
I mean, the heartthrobs aren't really not safe for work.
They're throbbing dicks and the beaver.
all these random ideas, of course, we can completely abandon if we think of better ones. But these are definitely things that I had written down.
I should have put this out there. Tony sat there and thought about throbbing dicks and a beaver.
So this one, I'm gonna see if you guys can guess where I'm going with it on this one.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, fine.
Head cheese and the headbangers. Name the team is What Does Everybody Want? Head.
You know what, Tony? You're having fun, and that's what matters.
This is what Survivor Series War Games needs to be.
So I think if we just take a random assortment of guys, you've got meat, wild boar.
You're going in the direction that I had another one of these.
You've got the dicks.
Okay. No, you're going in a different direction.
Meat,
okay.
Wild boar, the dicks, also meat, and Outback Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Outback Steakhouse.
Wait, where are we going here? It's meat, Outback Jack. Who else?
Dicks. Because where's the meat? Right here.
See, I was thinking the food,
Wild boar too.
The food team. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Wild Boar is also on there. The team that could be potentially food based. Wild Boar. Gobbledygooker. Meat. Mantar. And potentially, if you wanted to fuck around with it, Sylvester Turkey.
His name's Turkey. It's not Turkey. It's not Turkey.
If you wanted to be like, he gets drafted to that team and they go, "What? It's not Turkey." Then it's like, but we thought that it was. I think that has a little bit of potential too. Obviously, a lot of these people do not have super standout gimmicks, and
Calvin,
those are going to be the
ahead of time. I mean, maybe he knew me. Calvin, did you think of anything ahead of time?
No, not really. Nothing.
That's
Nothing
fair.
particular.
All right. Hear me out.
I mean, I know one obvious one. Well, I don't know who would fit into it, but you've got the bad apples.
Let me hear it. Who's in the bad apples?
I'm very curious now because I'm looking. Bad apples. Carlito's not on this list, is he?
No.
No.
The bad apples. All right, well, let's hear it.
You have your mic muted?
I think he might be having some mic issues. In the meantime, you've got Naked Minion. I don't know what we would call this team, but you've got Naked Minion, Balls Mahoney, and the Dicks.
That could be a thing. That could certainly be a thing.
The
Now,
Naked Truth.
The Heartthrobs were kind of like Chippendale Dancer types, right?
Kind
or
of.
No, that
was
just
completely
the
the Dicks.
So who were I gotta look up the Heartthrobs.
The Heartthrobs were essentially like, they were Antonio and Romeo. They were like these two generic guys who had like feather boas.
I mean, they kind of have a little bit of it. You wouldn't be able
to pick them out of a lineup, but like they did exist.
Not they're going by anything other than these couple little pictures right here. They kind of look like they might maybe had a little bit of the stripper sort of thing going on.
Yeah, maybe.
But then again, I wasn't watching when they were around, so maybe that's bad context of they were with Michelle McCool.
Were they? I thought that was the teacher's pet.
So it's like the wrong team. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Might be.
So it's like part of me thinks instinctively that they make sense to pair with like that type. But I mean, I kind of like where you're going with this. The Heart Throbs' potential to get in that mix too. This one's an obvious one. I don't know why I didn't say this one earlier. Los Conquistadores and Los Matadores. I mean, they're Los and Los, and they're masked. Like, why wouldn't we team them up? You know. Callum is having internet issues, by the way, everybody.
Yeah,
so
curious, yes.
Yeah. If you could hear us, Callum, if at any point you are able to cut in and tell us who the bad apples are, let us know. He had just moved to a new place, so I'm sure that's getting situated a little bit.
Let's move over to the women because we haven't touched the women yet. And all right, so I see here. I'm trying to think of acapella group names for this one. You're a bit more on the creative side, so if you come up with something, let me know. You've got BFAB. You've got Jillian. You've got JoJo. And then you've got Vicky Guerrero, who has the voice of an angel. I don't know what
I think that's as good of a team as we can potentially get to when it comes to trying to figure out themes for them, because most of the women here are just like, I mean, like Ashley Musara, she's just, the hot girl, and Kelly is the hot girl, and they don't really have super strong gimmicks and all. I kind of like that idea of like I don't know, like something voice based, whatever.
Voice of an angel or something. I didn't come up with the name for it, but that's
Sirens. I'll name them that.
There you go. That's actually really good.
Squared Circle Sirens.
All right, I got one for you. Team Back to the Future. Because you've got Deuce and Domino with Cherry. Techno Team 2000. And, of course, Max Moon.
Max Moon getting dust in there was not what I was expecting. I kind of like it. I mean, I didn't have anything in mind yet for Deuce and Domino. Especially not Techno Team 2000. Max Moon, the only one I had thought of was teaming him with Battle Cat.
They could be like the Avengers or something.
Kind of like a superhero-y sort of thing going on. But out of a quick look, I don't know who else would potentially be on that like superhero-y kind of vibe.
This one just came to me. I don't know why I have so many ideas for the dicks.
Out of all things.
Chippendales Wrestle Rangers.
Jeez, that's a name.
You've got the Dicks. Buff Bagwell. And then you throw them with another like muscly guy, I'm thinking of like maybe the Heartthrobs or the Dicks and the Heartthrobs seem to just be.
This seems like we're definitely going to head in this direction of this. This is something that's happening. This Dicks, Heartthrobs, Beaver Cleavage, Buff Bagwell, Naked Midian, Balls Mahoney. That something along those lines is happening. it's too obvious. We have to do something along that. So let's if we keep think of any others that can fit in there. I mean, at this point, let me just put them into their own long list, because that's. I don't think we're gonna. I mean, Nick and Minion, I guess, could go in like the mystical whatever thing, but he really wasn't mystical. He was just a fucking naked guy, so that's more regular Midian.
All right, hear me out. I have another idea for the food people. So you've got Gobbledygooker, Meat, Wild Boar,
yeah,
Abdul the Butcher.
Oh God, yeah, of course Abdul the Butcher is on there.
Hold on. And Kerwin White, we call it the other white meat.
This is so great. I'm actually gonna just put it on there. It's like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to top that. Let me move some of these names over here, because oh my god, that's so perfect. That's this is one of my favorite podcasts to do per year, just because it's so freaking stupid.
We deserve this. We do.
Oh, Meat is the one I needed to put on this. Where is Meat? Oh yeah, he's under Sean Stasiak. That's why. Mantar.
You could also put him in Back to the Future because he's from Planet Stasiak.
Well, that's just a planet. That doesn't necessarily need to be what's it called? Like the Back to the Future type of thing. All right, let's move the other white meat into this, like it's probably happening type category. I think that's a team that we, let's see, just put that there for a placeholder. Do
we have any other meat or food based ones that we're missing?
The other meat based. Let's see if I can come up with any other ones here. Like Cottonwood, Rudy, Golga, Jesus. Nobody is standing out to me as another meat or food or whatever type thing.
Because I wanna put someone with Sarah Lee and call him Sarah Lee's Baker.
I don't think a mixed tag thing would necessarily work.
Yeah, well, we got Cherry with Deuce and Domino. We can put him somewhere.
You know, I mean, when it comes to the women, that's even harder. Maybe in the meantime, while we're trying to figure out if Callum's able to reconnect, maybe we should toss out some of those generic women team ones. Blue Pants seems like somebody that we can build a little bit around.
Hold on, I'm working on Sarah Lee's Bakery over here.
So, I mean, it's Sarah Lee and it's Cherry.
You got Sarah Lee, you got Cherry, you got Deborah and her cookies.
Oh, it's puppies.
No, she used to bake cookies. You might not have been watching at the time. But there was a thing during the Alliance where she was like baking cookies.
Oh, really?
Great.
Huh.
And then who else?
I'll put these two together off on the side just because they're going to be in a team. It's Marita Shafir and Jessamine Duke. I don't think we can get away with not having them on a team. Food or cooking based or whatever.
I swear we ate before this.
Yeah, I had a scrambled egg sandwich on toast.
I had some mac and cheese. I know that the last person on the team would be Bertha Faye.
I mean, I'll move her over. All of these are open to potential changes.
Listen, this is the most wacky podcast of the year.
Yeah.
I can't think of another one.
Maybe that's why Callan's got the internet issues. He's like, I don't want to be a part of it.
You guys just don't want to do this.
I do think that we do have more of a chance probably with Max Moon and Battle Cat being like a superhero-y thing. But being Battle Cat could be potentially in this Back to the Future type thing or whatever. I'll just put him there for now. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Let's try to come up with the Avengers then. All right.
Maybe like Battle Cat, Max Moon, Pirate Paul Burchill. I mean, Pirate's not really a thing, but it's like
Fantasio has to go in the makeshift Avengers.
Oh, maybe, yeah, because maybe that. Okay, we might. I mean, there is enough people on here that we've got either two different teams that could go against each other, or we can be putting them in other ones too. At the very least, I think we kind of have to lock in a little bit. The missing link and the zombie have to be a team, right?
Yeah.
Like, the likelihood of that is extremely low. Boogeyman, I could see potentially being either in that or like that sort of Avengery type thing. Papa Shango, not so much. I think Papa Shango probably works well with zombie and missing link because you like bring them back from the dead and all.
Well done could also be in the meat section, but we'll figure that out.
Oh Christ! I have to put that in because it's obvious. Come on. For anybody that's like, my God, why are you guys doing this kind of podcast? Because we got Full Gear next week and we got Survivor Series the week after that.
Survivor Series. We got a whole bunch of serious shit coming up. I'm gonna complain all day on those hot tags. But
yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the Austin Theory stuff another time later on this week. Like, it's gonna be serious. It's not like it's
the
this
other white
this is another obvious team that I forgot to mention earlier. Jinder Mahal, Veer and Shanky, and the Great Khali.
I don't see the connection.
You don't? They all have names that start with a letter.
There you go.
Raja. I'll just name it that for now, just for the sake of having a split thing.
Also, Tiger Ali Singh, maybe.
Where was Tiger Ali Singh billed from?
He's from Canada, but I think I don't know what the gimmick is supposed to be.
Because like Jinder Mahal's Canadian, and they bill him from India.
I feel like he would still get in on that indie share kind of tag team.
Let's see if it says on Wiki. He was billed from Asia. Just Asia. Really?
Very good. Technically covers it.
Well, I mean, this is already a group of 4.
5? Yeah.
So maybe there's something to go with there if we want to go with the 5 instead of if we end up having like a team of 4 that we did put up against or something.
So you've got the.
Go ahead.
Nah, because I'm thinking you've got the Gemini, Simon Dean,
and the Spirit Squad,
and Bullfit Bull Dempsey, and you call them the Gym Class Heroes.
Where's Bull? Oh, Bull Dempsey. Why is Bull Dempsey on this list? I think he's all that bad.
Somebody wanted him on this list.
Let's see. Gym Class Heroes. Let's see. Spirit Squad. Where is Gemini? What was the other ones?
Gemini and Simon Dean.
Simon Dean. That's right. Simon Dean. We got potentially something. Even if we end up going with Spirit Squad, Gemini, and Simon Dean, I think we got something already with there. If we have another thing for Bull, like with Bull Buchanan or something, if we want to go with like a Bull team, or maybe there's like bullshit and we go with those twos or Bull and the other teams are shit.
I was thinking bullshit and thinking Bull Dempsey, Bull Buchanan, Wild Boar, and Mantar.
Well, Wild Boar's pig.
That's bullshit.
I mean, it's happier than a pig in shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's an option.
We've lost it.
Wild Boar, Bull Dempsey. What was the other one you're saying? Oh, Mantar.
Yep.
Calum's completely out of the Skype chat.
I feel like he might hate us.
He's like, I set up my computer for this. If he's he's not able to hear what we've been doing in this meantime. If he's not paying attention to the what's it called spreadsheet right now, he might come back and end up being like, my God, why did you think of these ideas? Some of these. Here's what I was trying to think of when you started talking, and I was like, no, go ahead. Do we have enough for a boxing themed one where we've got like Michael Tarver and there was somebody else, or like an MMA type thing, like Daniel Puder.
Daniel Puder, Cain Velasquez. I would put the other two girls.
Dugan Shafir.
Maybe, yeah.
There was somebody else that I had noticed too that I was like, God, it was somebody that was like a kind of obvious like boxery type.
Ludwig Borga competed in the UFC actually.
Maybe there's something there. I mean, I don't know what else we would put Ludwig Borga in. So,
well, we're gonna get around to the Ford Fanatics. Don't you worry.
There are always Ford Fanatics. That's right. Not Braden Walker, even though he'll knock your teeth down your throat or whatever, kick your teeth in. I forget exactly what he had.
I have an idea for Braden Walker. We'll get there.
All right. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna put these names together just because I think we might have something going on there a little bit. I also was thinking, you got DJ Gabriel as a dancing guy. You've got Glenn Gilberti is a dancing guy, and Slam Master J.
You can put Rico in there. Maybe.
I could see potentially Rico going in there. Also, if we had more, we could have done Rico, Ricky Ortiz, Ricardo, and it's the Rico team. Because it really would be Ricardo. I got an idea.
Rico. You might not even need Slam Master J and Rico. Because you've got the Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay. And you've got you can call him Sweet Tea, you can call him the Hip Hop Hippo, but we do have Lord Tensai. You got Blue Meanie too, he dances.
Blue Meanie is a little bit of a dancer. I don't think as much. So I think maybe hold off on Blue Meanie on that. What's any of these tag teams could work on that? I mean, Men on a Mission. They had the rapping thing. Maybe we could Men on a Mission with other people. Or maybe Men on a Mission or they're with Slam Master J or something.
I think Slam Master J, we can definitely do a full team for Slam Master J. Because you got PG-13, you got the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, that's right. We got ICP on this. Oh, geez. I keep forgetting sometimes that this is supposed to be the worst.
You've got Public Enemy, so we got a lot of white rappers.
All right, lumping these all together in like a music type, music / dance sort of deal. It's funny because when we get to the part where we're like, okay, it's the people like the Byron Saxtons and they don't have any real like gimmicks, and it'll be like, I don't know, these guys make sense or something. Do a little bit of cleanup here to make it a little bit easier because this is getting way out of hand from when I.
No, this is great. This is what people are here for.
I hope that you guys are enjoying this as well, as much as I am at the very least. Yeah, the women's list is going to be so much simpler compared to what we got going on.
You've got a team of announcers. People who at one point in time in their career have held microphones. Crystal Marshall, Lena Yada, Jamie Keys, Terry Runnels, and Eve Marie. I thought it said Eve Torres. Oh, Christiane. There you go. There's fifth.
That could make sense to go up against the Siren type.
There you go. Look at that.
We have an actual match going on here. So we got Jamie Keys,
Lena Yada,
Christy Hemme, Lena Yada,
Crystal Marshall, and Terry Reynolds.
So Terry would offset that. Do we have another one that could go on the opposite team? Obviously, we can mix these together. They would just have to be like these are the 5 on that. But if we've got 10 here, or maybe like move Terry off depending on what it would end up being. Vanessa Borden didn't. Tori, no. Kat, no. Jesse.
Tamina played the ukulele.
I think that's a stretch.
It happened. Just say, Oksana's got a unique voice to her.
Ariel, no. Barbara Bush, no. Blue Pants, no. What did Carmella do? Carmella like do anything or whatever?
Was Enzo? Was she Enzo's personal hairdresser?
No, that's the real Carmella. This is the other one, the brunette one.
Oh, it's the one from the Diva Search. Huh.
If it was Nicole Bass instead of Nicole Bass, we could say.
Did Snooki ever drop an album?
Not that I'm aware of.
Let me check.
Might end up being a case where Terry moving away from that might be what we end up doing.
Well, I can't think of a single thing else we would do with Snooki. So here's our best shot.
Let's move Terry away. Let's see. And just
nothing from Snooki on the music front. That's a shame. I thought for sure she would get a like one album deal.
I'm gonna lock this in almost essentially and move it so far over that we won't even have to worry about that. We'll come back to that later on because I do think we got something going on there. Because really, you're working with really bad names here, so it's not like you're going for like the best quality match by any means. Do we have Callum back? I think we might have Callum back. Can you hear us?
Do we have Callum back?
We might not.
Damn. Oh, Cameron for the Sirens. Cameron.
Oh, she was a dancer.
She released music.
Did she?
Yep.
When? What'd she do?
Like in the past year, she's released some music.
You know what? I'll move that over in case we think it's something else. I might have to check it out because I didn't know that she did anything like that. Let's see here. While we're at it, we might as well focus on the women. Because if we can get rid of that section, then that frees up a little bit. At least as far as this clunky space ends up being. Any other kind of themes that we can go with when it comes to this? Like, I feel like Snooki's somebody that we could probably build something around. We can maybe build something around Blue Pants. Maybe something around Ariel.
And just real quick, Cameron released 3 songs last year. Born With It, Bubblegum, and Pussy Clap.
Good for her. I think Tamina and Naya make sense. Whoop, I don't want to erase Naya. They've teamed before. They've got that familial connection.
Do we throw... What do we put with them, though?
I don't know if there's any that stands out as like to round that out as a particular theme. It could be more like these two and then another 2 or something.
Duke and Shafir because they're all look serious.
Yeah, it could be potentially that. Be like this is like the tough girl kind of crew.
It wasn't Birth to Fate. Like if it was just a real like, because Ronda Singh was a really good wrestler, and then she became Bertha Faye, and it was just a joke. So she could also fit in that world.
You got Nicole Bass if you wanted to go with like the biggest women.
Shaniqua.
What was Shaniqua's? I didn't ever see Shaniqua.
Shaniqua was with the Bashams. She was very muscular. She had a whip, you know.
Maybe something there. Put her in that mix. Nicole Bass was just like tough, right? Like,
yeah. Just
muscular and tough, and that like she didn't have any other kind of gimmick.
Right.
A lot of these names are people that were during that 6-year reign where I wasn't watching. So somebody like I don't know, say like Joy Giovanni. Like I don't know really anything about her. I know what she looks like, and that's it.
Can we do like a team? Is there enough here for a team tough enough?
Who would be on there? Shaniqua?
You got Maven. Well, yeah, we're focusing on the women. Although Shaniqua was on Tough Enough. So was Sarah Lee.
Jackie Gata, I think was.
Jackie Gata was, yeah. Was
I don't remember if anybody else would have been.
like Eva wasn't, but she was reality TV. Oh, Team Reality TV. You got Eva. You know, you can do the Tough Enough Chicks, and then Snooki. Because what else you can do with Snooki?
You know what? You got something there, I think. Team Reality TV, Eva Marie, Snooki. Who else are we going with? Sarah Lee? Tough Enough?
Sarah Lee, because Tough Enough. And Shaniqua, because Tough Enough. And then Jackie, because Tough Enough.
And then I don't think anybody else really was on any of those things, right?
Although here again we could have
Kelly
Cameron.
Kelly. She
Kelly?
was on
she's on
Wags
that Wags show. Yes. All right.
So that's 6. So we could move one of them away.
I move Sarah Lee because I want my baker idea.
We can move. Well, if we do that with Shaniqua, then it would make sense for that. Let's keep them in the same range at least. Yeah, because Rosa was on Tough Enough. Not Tough Enough. Total Divas, right?
Rosa was on Total Divas, yeah, so she counts. Lana on Total Divas.
Lana was on Total Divas, and she's
on the Surreal Life. So she fits more Team Reality TV than some of the other people.
Okay, that makes sense. Who's Catalina?
Are you serious?
Who is Catalina? Why am I blanking on Catalina?
I'm gonna let you think about it. It's your most hated woman of like 2019 or 2018. Whatever.
Oh, Catalina, the masked one. Katrina Cortez is what she went with, I think, right?
Hated.
Yeah. All right.
There's so much.
Yeah, she's not gonna get a team built around her.
No.
It seems like a nice girl. I don't know, but she wasn't good.
All right, work with me here. Do you think we got enough on the? We still gonna work on the women a little bit?
We might as well try to knock them out if we can.
We've got. Can we build something around Blue Pants?
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, Blue Pants definitely seems like somebody that you can at least start with the Blue Pants idea. But then it's like, all right, like Marty Bell doesn't have anything going for her. Santana Garrett is just another person. Like a lot of them just fit that sort of. There's nothing to them.
People, yeah.
Maybe like an underdog thing. Have her with like the nerdy Jessie Kamea.
Okay.
And who else would be nerdy?
Catalina.
I guess probably Catalina. Maybe Aaliyah, yeah. Although Aaliyah did have that thing with Vanessa Bourne.
That's true.
Born and Bougie. Do you think maybe like Dawn Marie and Joy Giovanni make sense?
Yeah, I could see that.
And maybe the Carmella.
Yeah, kind of have like a Mean Girls kind of vibe.
Maybe the Cat? Tori?
Throw Maxine in there.
Oh, Maxine might. Yeah, Maxine would probably work.
And then there you go, 4 and 4.
Mean Girls against like the nerdy girls.
Against like the underdog nerdy girls.
The trope of the mean girl thing against the nerdy.
We never stop with it.
It's such an obvious one that it's hard not to go in that direction. I mean, Ariel might have something to build around a little bit.
She's a vampire.
Yeah.
The rest are kind of tough.
Just for the sake of cleaning this up a little bit, I'm going to move all the women's options over to here and kind of we're going to work with this little section of the spreadsheet. We'll come back over to these other terrible ideas in a bit. Just move them up. Click clicking on my mouse the wrong thing. Still haven't been able to get Callum back on this. Sorry, everybody. I know his reactions to our terrible ideas would be one of the best things for this. We got something with the reality thing here. I think no matter what, we've got enough people that even if we move them around, that's going to end up happening. I think we probably have this team set up, situated. Maybe we can move somebody like a Santana in here.
Potentially.
If we go with like the Born and Bougie, Aaliyah, etc.
Who can we pair Born and Bougie with?
Maybe Marty, Bell, and Santana go together a little bit.
I could see it. They kind of have like that indie experience.
What else we got going on here?
Looks like we might not be able to get Cal back on the call.
Internet's being really inconsistent.
We'll never know who are in the bad apples.
Well, we can get him in a chat.
Yeah, he's gonna tell us who the bad apples were.
Can you see the spreadsheet? Maybe you can chime in on some ideas through text. Let us know who is in the bad apples too. I might tag in my wife to help out if she can think of any ideas that are funny too. We are currently doing a thing here where we are throwing out themed gimmicks based off of stupid. This is a separate sheet. This is one we're working with. These are all our worst wrestlers of all time that we could think of before, and we are making themed teams, which involves things like there's the Headbangers and Head Cheese. So it's clearly that is a potential team. We've got like one of the main ones that we've been working on is Wild Boar, Gobbledygooker, the turkey. So there's Wild Boar, Gobbledygooker, the guy who called himself Meat. There's Mantar, Abdullah the Butcher, Kerwin White, and Well Done, and it could be the other white meat. She just shook her head. So we're kind of going with things like that. So if I end up asking you if you have any kind of themed team names based off of a certain gimmick, I might tag you in and you're in there.
Why is she shaking her head? These are great ideas.
Well, she shook her head and smiled. So,
I mean,
it's the head shake of, why am I married to this guy?
Yeah, it really is.
She loves me. She's stuck with me. We do have like a reality TV thing going on. Callum is having internet issues and he suggested the bad apples, but he wasn't able to tell us. So we're eagerly awaiting who the bad apples was supposed to be. Some of these teams seem like like the Bolsheviks and stuff, like maybe like Ludwig Borga with him and all, like those aren't quite as fun. So I'm kind of ignoring them.
Well, you've got the foreign fanatics of like the Bolsheviks, the Legionnaires, and like Ludwig Borga. You've also got like Vladimir, if you want to put him in there instead.
Oh, Kozlov probably would be another one of those types for that like MMA type thing, right?
Oh yeah, he did kind of do some of that, didn't he?
I'll move him over there for now. Callum still has not told us who's in there. We are still focusing on the women a little bit, but I want to put a pin in the idea of we got to figure out something for the pug. That just sounds, it's something dog based, maybe. I don't know.
So like he's a collegiate wrestler too, isn't he? Can he just like?
I have no idea. I just know the name of the pug.
You just like the fact that he's named the pug, don't you?
Yeah. If I had the mixed tag thing, the pug and the cat could work together. It could be dogs, cats.
Hold on. All right, stop everything you're doing. We're gonna work on dogs and cats.
All right, Callum tossed out an idea. Bad apples are just disappointing second generation wrestlers. David Flair, David Sammartino, Manu, Sean Stasiak, and Deuce.
Because the apples fell very far from the tree. So
I kind of like it. We might have to. In the meantime, David Flair. What else are we going to put him in with? Right?
David Sammartino. What else?
David Sammartino. We're not going to do anything with.
Manu.
Where's Manu on here? Manu and Sean Stasiak and Deuce. I'm just gonna tell him I like it. What was the one that you were thinking about with the dogs and cats?
Okay, so we got Battle Cat.
Battle Cat, the pug.
We got the pug. We got Battle Cat.
Dino Bravo doesn't work. That's a dinosaur.
I see where you're going.
The first 1 second I thought I had something there.
Because Dino was basically the dog on The Simpsons. That's Flintstones.
Yeah.
Can we just put the cat in there?
I think the mixed tag thing's probably going to be a little too hard. We do have Tyler Rex and Dino.
Oh God, no! T-Rex and Dino. Oh,
that might be something.
And the Berserker. You got Team Prehistoric.
Berserker's prehistoric. You think?
Yeah, kind of. He's like, he doesn't really speak. He's just sort of a Viking. He's get that prehistoric vibe.
Let's put a pin in that. Let's go back to the women.
Saxon Huxley is basically a caveman.
Maybe we'll have like the caveman type team.
This is a blast. I just want to...
Before we forget about it, I'm going to put Saxon Huxley and the Berserker together. Where is Berserker? Just on the side. Remember, everybody, this is all a mess, but it's all going to get better. I promise.
Are you just talking about our lives now? I think
the world in general. All right, we got more than enough people on the reality TV one, so we're going to end up moving some of those people down the line, but we can figure that out. I think we need to figure out more of... If we go like Marty Bell, Santana, I don't know if there's anybody on this crew that can work with them. But I don't know what else we would put them in other than together. Like maybe Dana Brooke could just be with that, but then she doesn't have that indie, we weren't really part of the same crew thing. Sherry and Deborah and all them, like they don't really fit that. So maybe it's I guess a little bit less of the indie thing. Maybe Marty and Santana get split up. Masara's a babyface. We know she needs to be with babyface people. Tori was mostly babyface, right?
No, she was in DX.
Wasn't that when they were good?
No. She turned on Kane to join X-Pac.
Totally blanking on Tori's contributions. Oh, before I forget about it, I also had thought Powers of Pain and Power and Glory as Powers, Pain and Glory. We might revisit that because they are off here together. So let's do that. I guess maybe we should try to build something around Ashley because she's like the biggest standout of this group.
Okay.
And she's not on the reality TV thing. She's not in here. She's not in here. She's not in the Mean Girls. She's not a nerdy baby face. But I guess she could be
she's like our standard alt chick. We typically go with that trope.
Yeah, the alt thing. But I don't know if there's any other ones that fit that. So maybe it might be instead of nerdy baby faces, maybe we put Ashley in there.
Because maybe we can just build another team here. You take Ashley and you take Where's Kelly? Oh, we put her in reality TV. Because I was gonna go with like the straight up models. You got Ashley, you got Kelly, you've got Nicole Bass, who did some stuff. That's maybe the only place you can put like a Barbara Bush.
What was Barbara's thing outside of?
She was I always assumed she was a model. She was a nurse, right? And she was just a pun because BB and Bush.
Let me see if there's anything that comes on when it comes to this, because she was definitely somebody that I do not know anything about.
Her name is Kathy Dingham.
So she is just sort of a model type. Then again, so is the cat, right?
So she was appearing as an EMT in segments, but like, where'd they find her? I guess she was just like a random person.
And there's no job-based thing, so we can't build around when it comes to that.
Okay, so looking at her Twitter, so she was a former Hooters girl and model. She worked in WWE, WCW, and TNA. Let's just put her with, like, you got her, she modeled, Ashley was in Playboy. Who else? Nicole Bass, I think, was a porn star, wasn't she?
I don't think she'd be on the same team, though. Was Barbie Bush babyface?
Yeah.
So we gotta try to go a little bit on the babyface side if we can. Maybe Kelly, move her off the reality TV one.
So Nicole Bass she's kind of like with the Howard Stern crew. Huh.
I'd separated Aaliyah and Born because I figured Born and Bougie makes sense. More so than putting Aaliyah on that one. Because we could always put Marty or Santana on there. I do think we got something here with, I mean, Eva Marie and Snooki got to be together. Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
My wife's eyes just lit up like, what? Yeah, Snooki and Eva Marie have to be on the same team. I think that probably
Party girls.
the party girls.
Yeah, Snooki's catchphrase was "Party is here."
These are all heels except for Sarah, right? Was Shiniko a heel?
Yeah.
All right, so then Sarah might not necessarily fit on that. And Jackie was mostly a heel, I think, right? Jackie Gata.
No, she's a babyface.
Huh.
You're just throwing ideas out there. I love it though.
Well, I wasn't watching when Jackie Gata was doing that. I thought that she was supposed to be a heel. So if she was on the more babyface side, then maybe we move her over a little bit. God, this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be when it comes to the women's side. I thought that would be just like, knock that out and move on. Jerry, Deborah, Bertha Faye. What about Kavita DeVay? Anything you can think of when it comes to her?
No, because we didn't really get to see her.
She's just
she didn't even do Superstar Spectacle.
No, that's right. Yeah, she missed out on that.
I've seen her in the Mae Young Classic, and she made it to WrestleMania, but that's about it.
If we put the Marty and Santana together, and we make a team of 5 out of this, is there another mean girl? That makes sense? Is that maybe Tori?
Yeah, I think Tori could be a mean girl.
Because then that could be a thing. And then the other ones we can move around. Maybe Dana Brooke in the group with Kelly, Barbara Bush, and Ashley Massaro?
Yeah, it's
Dana
like
Brooke's
a generic
a fitness
baby
model.
face. That's true. You know,
Then-
in that case, she could also be paired with Bass, because I looked it up. Bass was not. I thought she was a porn star. I guess I got confused with the whole like that era of WWF. She's on Howard Stern, but she's actually just like a bodybuilder chick. So I guess she could go in there too.
But she was a heel, wasn't she?
Kind of, sort of, but she was also a babyface of Val Venus. That's weird.
So maybe we do something like this. We have, because we had Bass with potentially Nia and Tamina as like the big tough girls. Maybe they go up against like the smaller fitness model types. Let me just add another one in there. Maybe Bertha Faye.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because those are all heels.
Like the brawn versus the beauty in a way.
That's not their team name. It's not that, but you know, we'll figure that out. That's just theme based or whatever. I think we got something. We were working with that to try to not make that go on forever. Duke and Shafir are definitely a team. They gotta be. Cherry, Deborah. I think at this point we might potentially end up not doing the Sarah Lee thing, but it kind of depends.
Shame. Just want to say it.
We could potentially go back to it. So we'll see.
It's a shame. Sarah Lee's Becker.
Born and Bougie. There's nobody that stands out to me that would make sense to team them up. This might end up being like the confusing part of where do we add these other ones. We got something here. We got something here. We potentially have something here. Lana, Rosa, Shaniqua, Oksana. We can't even really do like a foreign fanatics thing with them. Really,
Well,
it's like, I mean, you got Oksana and you got Kavita and you got
Lana.
Lana. Rosa's from the United States, though, isn't she?
Potentially.
Let's see. Rosa Mendez, Wikipedia. Oh no, she's Canadian.
I mean, it fits.
You know, if she's Canadian and they kind of mostly put her with like a Puerto Rico thing, then you could go with female foreign fanatics. And then we're missing people on this side, though. Reality TV.
Well, that's where you just, I guess, throw in Sarah Lee and Jackie as like the tough enough girls.
Maybe put Shaniqua with Duke and Shafir as like the tough thing.
Yeah, I could see it.
Have like
And they can face like the cat. Even if you just put the cat and Cherry and Deborah, like as like the basically being fed to Duke, Shafir, and Shaniqua.
if we have this group that we're working with here, it's 9 names. We need something that can go against these 8, and then we have one that sits out. I don't think that the female foreign fanatics against the reality TV thing makes sense. What about you? So we're trying to figure out card-based things too, to a certain extent.
The only way I would say it makes sense is if you say these damn Americans and their obsession with reality TV.
And then the reality TV ones are more babyface?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what the hell, why not?
I mean, look, we got a team here with dick and balls. We're not this
hey,
isn't, like, serious.
We might have a team there. We haven't figured it out yet. This is tough. People, I don't know. So we got to add one more person here, and then we got to add the other 4 random people. So I guess maybe Ariel goes on the tough team.
Yeah, she's like a legit wrestler.
She's not really. Yeah, she doesn't have anything that's like tough based, but I mean, she was just a vampire character, so I don't really know where you go with that one.
Very biting competition here, Tanner.
And then I don't know who makes the 4 that goes up against them, and what do we possibly make out of that?
You take out Deborah, maybe.
Have Kat, Aaliyah, Cherry, and Bourne as
team of baby faces who get killed.
Question marks. The wild cards. There you go.
There you go.
So let's just move this over in the meantime. Get back to some of the other ones that we got going on. We'll revisit that to finalize everything. We've got something with the phony thing, and that's already got 6 people, so we need to take one of those off at least.
You take out. Let me see.
Maybe we put Sin Cara with Battle Cat and Max Moon and them.
Yeah, they're doing like the Avengers thing.
Superhero type things. All right, we move that over. These are the fakes. I think we got that set up. Everybody's funny when I don't have them against the Job Squad. It's just that's where this is placed.
So I like the idea of like doing a team of just calling them the Future Legends, and then it's just like all these people like Braden Walker and Dan Matha, who was supposed to do big things, and then got squashed by Smojo, and Brackus, who was supposed to do big thing. Like, you know, just all these people who were like, oh my god, it's so and so, and then they do nothing.
We could get something going on there. I could see that. We could do...
You hear me out. You change the name of Cops and Robbers to Law and Order, and you add David Otunga.
Oh, I like that. I mean, he is a lawyer, so...
And if you need a fourth
or potentially even a 5th.
You've got Adnan.
General Adnan. I can see it. All right.
And you've got General Adnan and Commander Aziz.
Even if we might, do we have any other like general types that we can maybe even make like a general based?
Let's see. We've got Hassan might go in that realm.
It's a shame Chains isn't like something that would work well with that. He's just a biker gang guy, not like, you know, handcuffs or something.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any like major you know,
Forgotten Sons,
people of
Highlanders.
power. You do have a friar. You do have a monk.
I don't think that's under law and order.
He's got some authority of some kind, I'm sure.
Dude Busters, no. Who's Casey James?
Idle Stevens is Sandow.
Yeah, I don't know who Casey James is though.
Sandow's partner from the Teacher's Pets.
Couldn't pick that guy out of a lineup or anything. All right, maybe we can... Do we have like a Savage type thing with Kamala?
Saxon Huxley.
Oh, that's right. The Berserker, Kamala, Saxon Huxley, and 1 or 2 other people. Oh, we could put Kevin Federline in with the music and dance thing. Any other Savage types? Other than like, you know, Missing Link and stuff. Those, I think that those are separate enough.
If you needed it though, it is there.
I mean, there is Mantar.
Zeus is kind of savage. There is Mantar. Maybe that would be it though.
Joe Brackus, Bill DeMott, Bam Neely, Team, one man gang.
Maybe the executioner, and you're just like, here, you're just a brute.
SWAT team? No.
Yeah. I wouldn't think of anything else to do with them. So yeah.
Maybe put a pin in that one.
You know who they are, right?
Snitsky? No, he's not.
Nah.
He's just an asshole. Yeah, SWAT team, I remember them. They were awful. They were in 1996 Royal Rumble.
Now,
we're agreeing with something here. I kind of like this idea of the bullshit team. The superhero one, I think, if we could add one more person to that, I think that's definitely a good one to lock in. Any other superhero-based guys? Or superhero-esque? Can't be Giant Gonzalez. Giant Gonzalez for the Savage.
Savage. Ho-Ho Luna's a superhero.
He's like one of your favorite people. Keanu Reeves, no. Man Rock,
technically,
no.
Have we put Tugboat anywhere? He could be the Shockmaster.
This is WWE, so he wouldn't be Shockmaster there. If we're going to institute some rules.
Mega Man McGee.
Was that his name? Did he go by that?
He's supposed to be Mega Man McGee, yeah.
I thought he was just Tom McGee.
No, he was supposed to be the Mega Man.
Why not? Put him in there. I think a good way
How
to...
have we not put Virgil in any of the Naked Minion, dicks, beaver cleavage, balls?
Let's see. We've got the Savages. I'm not going to pair these off yet, but the Savages, we got the superheroes. I think we're probably good with that, right? I don't think we're going to mix any of them around.
Yeah.
So we can get them out of the team, out of this whole thing. We've got a lot of these music-based people.
Well, I think you just pair them off. Like one heel, one babyface.
Probably. We might have enough for that. If we can do, because we did the microphone-based stuff with the women, if we could do that for the men, maybe we do have enough to that. So let's see. Music, dance. Who's babyface? Who's heel? Babyface.
Well, Kevin Federline needs to be on the heel side.
Babyface Slam Master J. Babyface Man on a Mission. DJ Gabriel is babyface, right?
I never really had a read on him. I could put him as a heel for this.
I think because he was with Alicia Fox. And ICP was babyface.
Federline was Rico heel. Out. I have an idea for Rico. And then PG-13 and Public Enemy.
What were they?
They can be on the same team. You can just put them heel or babyface. They could just be on the same side.
I don't remember if they had played any heels or anything. What's your Rico idea?
Something we can call them the Fashion Police or something to that effect. Be Rico, Adrian Adonis, Vito in a dress.
I think you're going with something there, yeah.
Like you've got Sylvan, who was a model.
I think you got something.
Even Orlando Jordan as a fifth. They kind of like. I don't want to say that they don't represent like LGBT because they were very bad stereotypes, but they do kind of represent. I could see them all being on the same like fashion based.
They do have
team.
A similar vibe.
And then they could face the Savages, who are just uncouth and gross because they're savages. And then you can put the Fanatics with the superheroes.
Fanatics we might bounce around with because we got Borga and Kozlov and stuff. You got something here, at least. I think that we can put these four together. The other white meat. That's so good. I'm so glad you thought of that one. So we got Savages, we got Fashion Thing. Both MC we could potentially move out of the gym class heroes. And we could just, because these are definitely based. And with Spirit Squad, we don't have any limit. We could use multiple people with Spirit Squad. So I think we got that set up. That's probably good. Callum is probably so happy that he's not on this.
I know. This is so not Callum.
Callum's like, why aren't we figuring out who would have the best matches? And it's like, no, because if we can,
because the other white meat, like,
oh, we had the pirate Paul Burchill thing.
Oh,
maybe
what do we do with
him with the superhero thing, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I don't think there's any other pirate-based things. So I guess if we needed
the worst superhero movie of all time.
If we needed to, Tom McGee can move over into like some generic guy thing. Brooklyn Brawler. That's somebody we could move something around with. And we've got these teams too that they might be something to build around. What was Rob Conway's gimmick?
He would kind of go in that like fashion based kind of thing if we needed to.
So we could put him in there as potential fifth.
Like think Mr. Wonderful but bad.
Ah, okay. What are some other people that we got? I think the Bad Apples thing is making a lot of sense. That's one of Callum's only contributions to this. So I think that we should probably keep that in there. And I don't know anything else we would do with some of the other ones. So at least when it comes to David Flair, David San Martino, and Manu, if we take Domino out of Deuce and Domino, I don't know what we do with Domino.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a single thing.
But we do have them just in this, and I think we could probably move them around. But it could be a team of four, and we can take Meat out because he has Sean Stasiak more than Meat.
Frost for you.
That's good.
This is fun.
Maybe all right. How about we do this? We got Wild Boar, Gobbledygooker, Mantar, Abdullah the Butcher. Those have to be together.
Well,
the other ones are well done and all that. I think that there's a chance we can get into that too. But I think that in likelihood we're not going to properly put Gobbledygooker with anybody other than Mantar and Wild Boar.
I still think Kerwin White needs to be on there just for the name to make sense because they are the other white meat.
Yeah, I mean that's Kerwin White is either going to go there or he's got to go with some sort of like this is horribly racist team. And I don't know who else would be on the horribly racist team.
And also, if we're being honest, there's a Guerrero underneath that Gobbledygooker mask. So there you go.
All right, I'm willing to lock that in. The other white meat.
That's the best thing I've ever done.
And I think at that point, that probably means Sean Stasiak does make sense with the Bad Apples. And then we'll see about Deuce. For the time being, I'm going to move...
Are you dropping the Deuce from the Bad Apples?
For the time being, I'm going to move Well Done and Sylvester Turkey over, especially because Turkey really was just a stretch for that.
It's just you being... Yeah, but it's like Turkey.
The Job Squad, I think, is solid. It's just a matter of picking people. So it's kind of like the music thing.
Take out SD because as funny as special delivery is.
I'm not willing to take him out yet.
Yeah.
But I'll put him at the bottom of the list because Repo Man, Duke the Dumpster Drosy, TL Hopper,
and Isaac Yankum have to be on it.
And Isaac Yankum, yeah. The other ones, maybe.
I don't know where else you would put the Goon.
Is there any other sports-based ones? Because Gym Class Heroes doesn't make sense for the Goon. That's not sport. but there's no other like sporty people that I can think of.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless you just put him with like the Spirit Squad or something, and you just like you put Bull Fit back into the Gym Class Heroes. Look, I have thought of so much for this. It's very very difficult to think of good bad ideas.
I mean, it's a lot easier when it's like, okay, we can put the Shawn Michaels and Triple H's in like a DX and try to do that.
We can do DX and
Executioner, probably not in the Job Squad thing. He's got too much of that like dark mystical whatever. The zombie type team makes a lot of sense. This is called Undead for now. So maybe the Executioner over in there. I think that makes sense. Let's take Executioner out. You got Papa Shango, Executioner, Missing Link, and Zombie. Yeah, they're all like they died and stuff. The Goon could definitely be part of the Job Squad thing. And I don't know what else we would use Tugboat with, but let's move He's a Phony over. Because that one's definitely...
I guess, like, realistically, we're giving the people quite a show here, but we don't need to use everybody.
I'm going to try to. I mean, unless it gets to the point where it's like, this is ridiculous. It's going on way, way, way too long. But, I want to make sure that you guys get your money's worth with some of these ideas.
Your money's worth. Oh, no, you need to be giving us money. Patreon.com/MarketMoment.
I think we got enough here with this one. Fantasio, Boogeyman, Hornswoggle, Damien Demento, Kazarni, all that. That could be another one of those like magic type things. Kazarni's not much magic, but I mean,
no. What you do? Okay, so hear me out. You take Kazarni, and you take maybe Fantasio, maybe, but you definitely take Kazarni and you put him with ICP, and you call them like Send in the Clowns or something.
Where do we have ICP right now? Oh, the music.
They're in the music. And there's a bunch of people in that. So you can put them with Kazarni and, like I said, maybe Fantasio, maybe the Boogeyman, and you just send in the Clowns.
What if we do... Realistically, this undead thing's got to go up against Boogeyman. Probably Hornswoggle, probably Kazarni. Because Kazarni's like, he's kind of doing like a weird gimmick thing.
He's a carny. Yeah, he's a weird carny.
And it's like carnival tricks and all. What's Fantasio? Heel?
No. Well, first of all, Fantasio had one match.
All right, so we can make him babyface. We can just do that. How about that? That's a babyface team here against a heel team.
All right, I'm good with that.
That's actually, it's as sad as it is. That's the first to lock in as like a true like undead. We haven't figured out the team names, but this seems like that's an actual match we've got going on. Isn't that terrible?
That is awful.
I mean, we got some of that on the women's side. So I guess it's not as bad as it seemed. So that means that we do have Damien Demento and Kevin Thorne separate. I didn't think about that.
Where do you even put them?
Because Kevin Thorne had that vampire thing. So I guess he probably would be on that undead side, and then we would need another magic person.
I can't say Demento is magic.
No, he's just a messed up guy, right?
A weirdo guy. He's a weirdo, yeah.
So he's more like Wisniewski.
Yeah.
Do we have another magic person on the babyface side that could work? Oh, maybe, even though this is a little bit weird, if we can't think of anything else, maybe Adam Rose. Even though he's not magic, it's like the kind of like colorful characters.
Yeah, I can see that, like the weirdos or something.
Because the other thing is, if he was with like Kurgan and all them, and they're like heels, so maybe. I think we got something there. Why not? Good enough. I do like Law and Order. I don't think we're gonna get any better than that.
Callum is so happy he was on this.
These country boys thing. Do we have any other country boys I could work with, the Godwins and Uncle Elmer, to make like another one or two?
Let's see. Eli Cottonwood.
Yeah, you know what? I like it. It works. He's got a mustache.
He does. And the Blue Brothers.
You know what? We should probably put these two together, Virgil and Mr. Hughes. Put them off on the side. The Blues Brothers?
Yeah, you could do the Blue Brothers.
So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Take out Elmer and maybe.
Nah, Elmer and Godwins seem like that has to kind of work, right?
Okay, so what you do is, was Cottonwood heel or babyface?
Mostly heel, I think.
So you take. Well, then that.
But the Blues Brothers, they were heels.
Yeah. And then you do like the Forgotten Sons, and that's your like.
I mean, we could do 6-on-6 or something if we needed to. Who's the Yukon Lumberjacks?
I have no idea. Why are they here?
Yukon Lumberjacks.
Let's see.
Wrestlers.
Oh, wow. They look like they would definitely be.
So they are just lumberjack types.
Can we say that they were baby faces, or are they heels?
Let's see if there's any information about that. Worked as heels.
So Godwins can be face. With Uncle Elmer.
Blue Brothers were heels and Cottonwood was mostly a heel, I think.
Cottonwood had a mustache, though. I think that makes him.
Is there something maybe to the Bushwhackers and Outback Jack in here? Was Outback Jack heel or face?
He's face.
So, I mean, even though they aren't like the full-on country type thing, maybe we can make this like a 10-man or something. You got 2, 4, 5, 6, and then
Cottonwood, Blue Brothers, Yukon Lumberjacks,
2, 4,
and we would need one more.
You would at least need one more to balance this out. If we made it 6-on-6. There's a single other like.
Don't go mess with a country boy.
Country type thing, or I do like that Slater, Gator, and Skinner thing. So I don't really want to split them up necessarily. Who's Aiden O'Shea?
He's Boom Bradley, Jay Bradley. He's kind of just a guy. Can we say Bam Neely was a country boy? Sounds like a country boy.
So this is just like a
he would need to
kind of type guy.
He would need to go on the babyface side, right?
Who?
Well, the one we're looking for.
No, on the heel side.
Oh. Shoot.
Yeah, that's what's tough about that. Nobody at
Tracy
all.
Smothers, Freddie Joy Floyd is kind of a country boy.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's another one that I don't know anything about.
Yeah, let's call him Tracy Smothers and let's put him on the heel side.
He's got the Confederate flag.
There you go.
So
I mean, if you want to, you can put him with the Forgotten Sons.
Oh God, there's the Forgotten Sons too. Yeah, shit. They were heels for sure.
They were definitely heels.
Crap, do we have another set that we can do Forgotten Sons over on here? Those 3, and then add 3 more on here?
God forgive me. Did we put them against the Foreign Fanatics?
I think the country things we could all put together. We would need 3 more if we put them in that. 3 more baby faces.
Let's see.
Is it a stretch to say, the Highlanders?
A little bit.
What else are we going to put the Highlanders on?
Huh. I got nothing. Andy Levine.
Silent Rage. We might have to come back to this one. Fuck. All right. We got something here with the boxing thing. I think we got something with
take out
Head
Tarver.
What do you mean take out Tarver? He's like the main boxer guy.
Was he? Like,
his whole gimmick was that he was like boxing.
Tony, I saw SummerSlam 2010. He loses, and then he goes away.
Yeah.
Like
he has to go on that. That's his whole thing was like, I am a boxer.
All right, I'll take you at your word for it.
One of the few ones that I could be like, I remember him. Why don't we have Man Mountain Rock over on the music thing? That makes sense.
All right,
of course he would be on there. He's playing music. Man, this is tough. Even still, we're kind of getting into that range where a lot of these people don't have gimmicks. Technically, I guess we could put Muhammad Hassan in this like thing with Jinder Mahal and stuff, because they're basically just saying like, yeah, the foreign thing again. They're being like that. Is there anybody that makes sense for like Heidenreich?
Put him with Snitsky and Demento.
That makes sense, yeah. And then we probably have at least another one that can go in that of like just Nathan Jones. It's like just kind of criminal. Oh wait, no, because if we go with the criminal thing, was it Nathan Jones or was it Luther Reigns that was like I got locked up?
Nathan Jones.
So you know what? He probably has to go in Law and Order, and we might have to move General Adnan and Nathan, the Commander Aziz. What was Luther Reigns' gimmick?
He was kind of Kurt Angle's bodyguard.
Oh, he's a bodyguard type, so Mr. Hughes and Virgil.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And then, do we have any other bodyguards?
Is Hornswoggle okay? Fulton was kind of a bodyguard for Ace Austin Impact.
WWE was just like a crazy guy, right?
Yeah.
I think he was a college wrestler too, with Angelo Dawkins.
Who is that? I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Wasn't that they were like they were a little bit of a team for a little bit, Dawkins and Fulton, I think, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
Trying to figure out some of these other things here. Let's go with funny people. Scotty Goldman.
Okay.
Blue Meanie.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we could put an ICP and say send in the clowns.
Or what if we go is less about funny and
more about hype?
Hype, and we go with him, Mojo Rawley, Ricky Ortiz, and I'm not thinking anybody else necessarily. This could be a team. Some kind of hype team.
Yeah, I like it.
Good enough. Some of the podcast that's gone on long enough that that it's like that's fine. We got a little bit of a bodyguard thing going on here.
I mean, let's be real. I blew my load with the other right beat.
Yeah. That's a that's a sentence they didn't expect to say, right?
I blew my load with the other
The only other thing I can think of is if we were to do something that this wouldn't really be as much of a theme as it would be just, the way that some of this works out, where if we had Eric Escobar, Bam Neely, Ricky Ortiz, and somebody else, it's like the people that Tony constantly brings up. But I don't know, a fourth one for that. So, okay, let's see. We're getting somewhere. We're working our way through this.
That's the funniest things.
Jonathan Coachman seems like somebody we can maybe do like a thing around a little bit.
You put the coach with the Spirit Squad.
He's not the real coach.
I mean, he's the coach.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of also another bodyguard type. Lars Sullivan should go with the Heidenreich and Damien Demento.
Yeah,
and all that.
Really. There you go. That's a team.
Unhinged.
No, poor Lars.
That's definitely a team. Oh man, that's some of these are really going to be tough. Fuck. Kind of like the idea of General Adnan and Commander Aziz together. Oh yeah, they should be with Kurgan.
Yeah, who? Oh, just because they're like you're thinking Truth Commission?
Like a Truth Commission type thing.
Well, in that case, we can throw.
And then,
if you wanted to, I think Bull Buchanan was in the Truth Commission.
What?
Yeah, that's how he started in WWE.
Bull Buchanan, really?
Yeah. Was he Recon?
Oh yeah. All right. So that's Bull Buchanan right there. Where is Bull Buchanan?
He's in Bullshit.
The bullshit one.
But
you know what? But the fact that he was Recon, the Recon sucked, and that makes sense. We got something with the Truth Commission. I think that kind of locks itself in a little bit there. We could
G.I. Joe episode.
The worst G.I. Joe. We got enough with the MMA and boxing thing. One of these at least could move if we needed to, but we got a team of 5. So I do think probably that's going to be good. If there's another boxer type that we can move Ludwig Borga or Kozlov into like the foreign guys, then maybe we can get into that a little bit. What was Brackus again? Was he like fighter?
So Brackus was this bodybuilder dude who had like a promo. I think he might have been actually slated, if you wanted to move Bull back into Bullshit. He might have actually been slated to be the guy who's gonna be the big deal for the Truth Commission, and then they just didn't. Like, I don't know. It's super weird with Brackus because they ran promos and they never debuted him.
What was Turkai's gimmick again?
He's a good wrestler. Like, he could go with the pug. If you wanted to do like boxer versus wrestler, you could go with the pug. And like Daniel Puder against, Borga, Carver. You do like a boxer versus wrestler type gimmick.
Might be something there. Let me see if maybe we got something for. out of these guys that we got, because we got some themes going on here that we can kind of play around with. Is there anybody that you think you could build a team around? Whether it's like Ivan Putski or Kona Reeves or Rad Radford. Actually, maybe we might have something here with Armando, Ricardo, Sakamoto as like the hired help or something. Well, like Armando wasn't really. Maybe. Ricardo, Sakamoto.
Hired help. Bam Neely was hired help. Bam Neely.
And he was just a guy.
How dare you refer to Bam Neely as just a guy? Bam Neely.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of like a loser club thing here with Colin Delaney, James Ellsworth.
Braden Walker. He never lost a match, I don't think, but he can be argued he's a loser. He's the best of the losers.
Do we have any other loser. The tiny guy that gets picked on?
Not tiny, but Eugene.
You know, Eugene might work best with that group. It might be more of like the guy who gets picked on group. If we can think of another one. I think if we got at least one more, then that can work.
I'm still earmarking Braden Walker, because Braden Walker.
Byron. What about Byron?
Byron, yeah, he's a happy-go-lucky.
He's kind of like that losery type. This could be a team. It's not like the biggest
the
team,
lovable losers.
Yeah. All right, we got something there. Even though James Ellsworth ended up becoming not a lovable loser by any means, but I mean, he did portray that gimmick for a little bit. See, once we get to the part where we got these all sorted out, then matching them up is going to be so much easier. I think we're solid on Los Conquistadores and Los Matadores.
Yeah. And they can fight team head, you know, like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's a head, mask.
Okay, sure, Tony.
In the grand scheme of this podcast, does that not make sense? Explain to me how that doesn't make sense. You got the head group together.
The head with the mask.
The heads against the masks.
That's the best shirts versus skins of all time.
Oh, it's the opposite of shirts and skins and all. That's so good. All right, that's a thing. That's locked. Why would you listening to this not say we need more of these types of podcasts? This is the type of shit that we could get more into if we had more time to do these podcasts. Instead of just being like, all right, you know, we can only fit one of these in for the week, so let's do a Mount Rushmore or whatever. We could do more crazy shit like this. Come on, guys. We got to do something with these tag teams. Because they're taking up a lot of space and could fill in a lot of roles.
The squats really could have gone with the Savages.
Where are the Savage types here?
That would put the total
number
of
6.
Savages up to 6.
Which, if we end up having a team of 6, that could be a way to go. We could kind of almost like hold off on them and kind of be like, all right, well, you know, maybe they fit in another spot.
You got the Dude Busters.
So they're just like assholes.
They're kind of geeks. You know, like they could either play the cool guys or the geeks.
Maybe put them with Techno Team 2000?
The Geek Squad?
As like, because Techno Team 2000, they thought that they were cool, right?
The Geek Squad. This is what we're calling them now.
I mean, look at these fucking geeks. Yeah. Okay. The Geek Squad is Techno Team 2000 and the Dude Busters. I do kind of like still this idea.
They can absolutely face Idol Stevens and Casey James.
Were they baby faces or heels?
They were heels.
And
the Beverly
Techno?
Brothers. Those two teams were baby faces. The other two can be heels. The Jerks. You know?
Good enough for now.
Okay, hear me out, because they were the teacher's pets, and the Beverlys were with the genius. So there's something there.
Oh, okay. So
The Smarty Pants.
there you go. Smarty Pants against Geek Squad. Because Dude Busters were like idiots too, kind of. Why not? All right, we got it. Mean Street Posse. Forgot that they're on this list.
You gotta pair like them. Oh Jesus Christ! You put them in against Deuce and Domino, and you have like the Greasers and the Socias.
You're selling me. You're selling me on this. Especially because we could have the Bad Apples have a team of 4 and not have Deuce on there. Or we can team these if we gotta, because there's 3 in Mean Street Posse, right?
Yeah.
Sharks and Jets is the other thing. Greasers. If we can think of 5 that they can go up against, then that can work. Because those were definitely heels. So
5 baby faces that they can go up against.
I'm gonna put them up there for now. Because we could end up having them against like the Lovable Losers or something. If we can think of another one for there, we don't have to match them up necessarily 100% right now. But I do kind of like that idea of like the greaser gang kind of thing. We never settled on this. Is there anything? And we have more than enough for the Job Squad. Tugboat and Special Delivery Jones.
I see where you're going. Because we're delivering things by boat.
But then who else?
You've
also
virtual because you're setting sail.
He's in the superhero one. Yeah. We do have Tom McGee that we can move into another thing. For the sake of it, I'm going to move Tom McGee lower just in case we need to move him. Chains is a biker gang guy. What was Ivan Putski? Is he just a generic foreign fanatic guy?
No, he was he's muscly, a muscle bound guy.
Some of these names are just not registering to me. I know the name Ivan Putski, but I couldn't tell you like anything about him. He's just a guy. All right. I couldn't tell you Rodney Mack. What his gimmick was. I know the name. Blanking on Rodney Mack.
All right. So Rodney Mack is like, he was with Teddy Long. They did the 3-minute white boy challenge.
I don't know who he would necessarily be going with.
We take SD Jones, right? And we take Tugboat. And we got to find a few other people to pair with them. Listen,
the more I think about it, the more the Goon probably doesn't make sense on the Job Squad. Because he's an athlete as opposed to like Repo Man is a fucking repossession guy. Duke the Dumpster Drosy's a trash man. TL Hopper's a plumber. Isaac Yankum is a dentist. The goon, he's just an athlete that happens to go to another sport. So probably that's a team of 4. And then these other ones need to figure out something else.
And you can call it 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. I don't know who you...
Then you would need 2 other, another, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. You would need 1 other
It's like a
sea-based.
We need a pirate Paul Bird. Right.
Damn, it does. Oh, wait, no, that's only a group of 3. Damn.
Chains. He's on land. He's on a motorcycle.
That's a stretch. We can figure out something better for that one.
Listen,
Tyler Rex is just a guy.
But he's the T-Rex.
Let's see if there's anything that comes up with Power and Glory that makes me think otherwise.
Well,
because they were just like Hercules
and Power and Glory.
Like,
you got Hercules and you got Zeus.
Ooh. Huh.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Huh. You know? Power and Glory, Powers of Pain, and Zeus.
Power of the Gods.
Bingo. Not to necessarily put them against greasers, but they're just we're just sorting them out like this a little bit for now. All right, we sorted that one out. We still have some to go. It's a long fucking podcast.
Yeah, it's like again, we don't have to get everybody done. Damn sure
we gotta get everyone.
Zeke. What do we do with Big Zeke?
I'm gonna temporarily at least move Tiger Ali Singh over here in like this Asian collective type. Zeke's just another one of those guys. I don't know if we're gonna be able to build anything too much around him. Golga's a fucking weird person. Maybe we got something we can go with Golga.
Like we do
Ferguson's
have
weird.
Like the full oddities. We got ICP, Golga, and Kurgan.
Maybe, all right, maybe we got him. There's so many people on here. No other dancing, music-based people?
Not that I see.
All right, maybe this is a plan. All right, we ended up getting rid of the bullshit thing just because we ended up working our way through some of the other names. We got a lot going on with this Dix, Buff Bagwell, Heartthrobs, Beaver Cleavage, etc. So we can work with something there. Yeah. This kind of, all right, what if we do this? Not putting them, this is kind of almost locked a little bit. Balls Mahoney's definitely a babyface that would be feuding with the good-looking types of people, right?
Okay.
Naked Midian
Would be paired with Balls.
I think goes well with Balls. That sounds awful. Oh my god. So that would be, we would need 3 more on this team. Beaver Cleavage, grand scheme of things, doesn't fit with that theme. Move that over to question marks.
Lonely Beaver.
Maybe Bastion Booger turns babyface and gets on this like the gross guys.
I could see it.
And then we would need 2 more. Who would be like gross people to do with that? Chip and Dale. Gross guys.
the gross guys.
Because we can't be like Friar Ferguson or whatever. Sorry for the sirens, everybody. I can't stop it.
Like
The
there's
Highlighters?
guys that fit. Yeah.
Because they're just
Yeah.
like sweaty and
their tag team.
or
And it,
Golga, because he's like freak.
he's kind of freaky, so you can go with that too.
Then we would just need one more if that's the case.
Maybe one man gang.
He could go under Akeem or one man gang. He is more of a heel. Bull
That's
Dempsey.
true. Oh, there you go.
I think we got something there. All right,
He's
I'm
bullshit.
gonna put that into this side. Let's move these guys over a little bit. All right, we're working with we're getting a lot of places here. I think we're starting to whittle it down. Some of these names are just going to end up being in teams, or at the grand scheme, we might end up being like, all right, Jesus just goes nowhere or something. But we are working with some good things here.
He would also be in the hired help. He's a bodyguard type.
Bam Neely was a bodyguard.
How many bodyguards do we have right now? You got 3. You put Bam Neely and Jesus. You got 5.
Who was Jesus the bodyguard for?
Carlito.
Okay, there you go. And Camacho was too.
He could also be a bad apple.
Is he second generation? Or third, or what is he?
Camacho, he's Haku's son.
You know what? Bad Apples, Bodyguards. You got the team of 5 or something on there. Okay. Okay. Where are we going with some of these other ones? Ernest the Cat Miller, Friar Ferguson. Is there people we can team with Friar Ferguson and we can make a team called Holy Shit?
I suppose theoretically anyone. But let's see if we can find people that match.
We could put
Squat is another word for shit.
We could put Jacob Novak and Lucky Cannon together as like the NXT losers.
I want to put out there. Squat is another word for shit.
Oh, you might have something there. Friar Ferguson, the squat team, because they take squat. Oh man, see, this is these are why we should be on WWE Creative. Clearly, these ideas are not going to be the things that they would ever do. If anybody's wondering if this is like actually our like, wait, we would try to do this. No, Holy Shit would not be a team that we would actually pitch for the fucking main roster Survivor Series. But this is like,
but it could.
This is the worst possible teams that we can come up with, and all. So we're having as much leeway as we can when it comes to some of this. I kind of like this idea of the Holy Shit thing. If we can add one more person in there, we got a team of 4.
Damn, there. Who would have thought there'd be so much uses for Deuce?
Well, do we have? No, okay, we couldn't really do that. I was gonna say, do we have the thing where we could split up Deuce? We probably should keep Deuce and Domino together, realistically. Red Radford, Slapjack? No. Pug, Brooklyn Brawler. Is there any other holy type thing? Because it could be like the two people are the holy, the other two people are the shit. Maybe they have like a, they used to preach or something.
The only thing I can think of we already have him used is Papa Shango as a voodoo priest.
Yeah, we got him in a better team.
The Book of Ezekiel.
What was Rad Radford? He was just a guy, right?
Yeah. Book of Ezekiel don't sound so bad.
Rad Radford, what a like generic looking. It's just as generic as it can get. Sir Fulton, Red Radford, Mike Knox, Orlando Jordan. Man, the holy shit thing, we're almost there.
Why are you ignoring the Book of Ezekiel?
Because he's that. He's better than that.
Is he? Connor
Reeves, no. Beaver Cleavage, no. Well done, no. Because if we do, well done, no. Nah. Doesn't make any sense. Bill DeMott, no. Fuck, we're so close to that. Man.
He's right there. It's the Book of Ezekiel. Okay.
Akibono's on this list. I totally forgot about Akibono.
All right. Holy shit. Loon.
Oh, see, the other thing is TL Hopper. But if we take him off the job squad.
Oh, for the shit.
Fuck. Yeah. Then we would need to figure out. Oh, man. I don't think we could do the holy shit.
No,
and not have TL Hopper on there. But if we take TL Hopper out of
back in.
Is there anybody that the squat team works with to undo holy shit?
Again, the Savages. Telling you, there's options here. The Book of Ezekiel, Loon.
All right, we're putting a pin in that. I'm not ready to let that one go. Slater Gator, is there anybody that we can get as a fourth or a fifth for Skinner, Slater, and Gator?
Oh, see you later, alligator. I don't know. It's hard because there is like, well, there's plenty of Gators in Orlando, Jordan. Yeah, or like I can't think of anything that would logically make sense.
Fuck. All right. I want to try to speed around some of this because we are going extremely long. Percy Watson. Can we build like a happy fun guy thing around that?
You got Percy, you got Orlando, you've got...
Oh, we could put him in the hype team. That could be a team 5.
There you go.
All right. As I said, let's try to speed around some of these things. Mason Ryan, part of that NXT crew.
Okay.
Jacob Novak and Lucky Cannon. And maybe Eli Cottonwood moves over there. Do we have any other of that NXT type thing? Maybe Silent Rage, Andy Levine, not Adam Levine.
That's a different guy. Yeah,
he's tough enough. Is there anybody that goes with Armando, Estrada, Ricardo, Sakamoto?
You could just put like a Kona or a Kenzo.
Maybe Jonathan Coachman?
Yeah, they're kind of loser types.
Okay. Maven is a tough enough guy. So maybe we got Andy Levine, Maven, Bill DeMott, trainer.
Bill DeMott, trainer.
And because we could do Tough Enough against NXT.
Daniel Peter.
Where was he? He was in like
He was in the boxer.
fighter types. Is there anybody else from this list that was on Tough Enough?
Not that I can think of right now.
All right, Pewter's going over. That's a match.
There you go.
Remember, everybody, it's not that these are good matches. It's just that this is fucking around, having fun with NXT Tough Enough. So this is your NXT
and look, we've
team.
given you a very long podcast of us being idiots.
Yeah.
So you're good.
All right, so we got that for that. We can bump that MMA thing up, and then we've got our MMA boxing type guys over there. That's a team of 4. Brackus is just like a muscular guy. Oh, Matt Morgan.
Like the muscle heads?
Wasn't Matt Morgan on Tough Enough?
No.
He wasn't?
I don't think so.
Let's see. First introduced when he was entered part of Tough Enough 2 program, but left the show due to an injury.
All right, well, there you go.
All right, so Matt Morgan goes into the Tough Enough 1. Is there another NXT guy? Maybe we can even make that another easier one.
Like NXT reality show? Tyler Rex was on the NXT show.
He was. He was a big part of that. And I don't know what else we would put him in there. So there you go. You got your 5 on 5.
And just to be clear, for anyone who's listening this deep in the podcast and might be concerned, we're calling him Tyler Rex because that's what Tyler Rex wrestled as. We do recognize that they transitioned and they're now Gabby Tough. We're just calling it Tyler Rex because
right. That's the character that we're working with. Yeah. We're working with Tyler Rex when he was teaming with Kurt Hawkins and doing that thing. We're not trying to be offensive. Okay, that ended up being quicker than almost all of these other things that we're doing. Special Delivery Jones, Tugboat, Beaver Cleavage, and all that. This is a group, not even together. Let's see, maybe like one hit wonders. We've got Braden Walker because he had wrestled one match, I think. Dan Matha. Anybody like one shots?
Oh, maybe Brackus can go in one shot.
Did he only wrestle one match?
Actually, he didn't even get that far. They just showed promos for him and then debut him. He might have even been in the Brawl for All. I don't recall. But I know for a fact they ran these vignettes and then didn't pull the trigger.
Let's see, Brackus. Let's go to cage match and see if he ended up having any more than that. I mean, he was on the tours, house shows. Was he on any TV and pay-per-view? Because that's what really matters. It's close enough. Fuck it. Who cares? If we can think of one more, we got another team there.
Oh, Holoon, man.
Where's the connection between that?
Oh, wait, Eric Escobar.
Nah, he wrestled quite a bit.
No, he did not. He wrestled like 2-3 times at most.
Eric Escobar was in... Let's see. How many matches did you get on pay-per-view or TV? In WWE, at least. Let's see, FCW, whatever. So he is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? Fuck him. Maybe, all right, we're gonna switch it from one hit wonder to quick hits. That'll be our gimmick name for that. Maybe we got something with Kona Reeves and like the Finest. The whole thing. Maybe we got Ernest the Cat Miller and the Pug.
Throw him with Jordan. Kona Reeves, maybe.
Kona Reeves, Orlando Jordan, Massey.
Yeah.
And, and someone, I don't know.
And
Dino Bravo.
Oh fuck! Jeez, it's not like it really even matters. I don't know.
Dino Bravo's like got nothing really that stands out about him. He might just end up being in the non-category. Dino Bravo and Ivan Putski. Sure.
Okay, but
there's guys.
All right, so throw Aiden O'Shea in there. Yeah, throw Aiden O'Shea in there.
Yeah, just a guy.
Brooklyn Brawler, he's a guy.
Brooklyn Brawler, maybe we have something else with him with like Special Delivery Jones or something.
Only thing I would think of for him would be Lovable Losers.
We had another no, I don't think we do for this like hired help type thing. They're not even really hired help. They're more like underlings, side guys. Shit, this is getting harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's why I said we don't have to do everything, because I knew it was going to get to this point.
We might end up, just for the sake of it being, if we get to the 2 hours and 30-minute mark, we got to fucking call it. Without actually making a full-on pay-per-view card. Maybe we'll even follow it up down the line and do part of a Darkcast or something. Because this is going to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I didn't want it to stick to this long. Just goes to show you, man, you get a group of bad wrestlers on here, and there's a lot to work with, but at the same time, there's not a lot to work with.
That's the deal.
Yeah, executive decision. We got 5 minutes, the most we can figure out, and then we're calling it. And then if we can figure out anything else, I'll follow it up on a Darkcast. We'll do it like that. So
okay, that's fair.
Highlanders. I'm thinking if we're gonna put them somewhere, the Highlanders kind of fit best in that sort of range. And then we would just need another one for this. And I can't think of anybody that would fit in that. So that we're going to kind of leave up, I guess.
Yeah, I think we've hit our fill in terms of what we could actually think of.
It's so weird that we haven't thought of anything good enough for Tugboat.
I tried to make him the Shockmaster, but you said, yeah. He can't be in the Pretenders because he's Tugboat.
Mike Knox is just a guy. Ed Radford was just a guy.
Are you really going to name that team just a guy?
Sawyer Fulton was just a guy. What was Kenzo Suzuki's gimmick?
He loved he was like, generic Japanese wrestler, and then he loved America.
These were just guys. Yeah, you can't really do anything with a lot of them. This might have been where Callum could have stepped in.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is where Callum comes in and goes, I don't care. Let's
no, I mean, where he could have been like, well, why wouldn't you put like Putski and Bravo with these two or something? And then it could have been like an obvious thing. I don't know. Well,
yeah, I think we've hit our mental peak
I think we probably have. I do think I might end up revisiting this in a dark cast.
I will with you.
So, Callum, if he has any ideas when we come to this, we will factor that in. And Rob and I, it's going to end up being in the middle of the fucking night. This is what's going to happen.
Yep.
We're going to look at this sheet. One of us is going to be like, I fucking got it. Akibono is with whatever and stuff. And we're going to end up thinking of this. And it's going to end up being the dark cast. That's going to be your dark cast for this month. Is going to be finishing this fucking mess. And in the future, for anybody who's listened to this whole thing, by the way, this has easily been the wackiest fucking Time Machine Dream Team. And that was what I was thinking that it was going to be.
One of the wackiest things I've done with you in 4 years of doing this with you.
But I figured the wacky version of Time Machine Dream Team like this could go one of either way. It was either I started to thinking of these random ideas ahead of time, like that, the head cheese and
it was like 2 hours ago that I said Outback Steakhouse.
Right. I was like, it's either going to be super quick, like bam, we just knock them out, or it's going to be that there's so many ideas and then there's so much like confusion. So the other Time Machine Dream Team ones are nowhere near as complicated as this is, as it seems. And future editions probably are going to be nowhere near as complicated as this.
No way.
So I had thought about an idea. This was another alternative that we would have done. And I think that this might be what we do next year. I thought maybe we would do a mock draft of people that have been on Survivor Series teams, where the only people you can pick from are people who have been on a team for an elimination match. And then I thought, you know what we could do is if we do that next year, we could either do that as a regular draft or we can do that as one of those randomizers. And then we have to figure out our fantasy card has to be Survivor Series. So it kind of merges Time Machine Dream Team with that a little bit like that. So that might be what we do next year, which that of course incorporates people like Dolph Ziggler and Mr. Kennedy Razor Ramon, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, like the names that are not obviously these crazy, what do we do with fucking slapjack and chains, so there are so many variations that we could do with this concept. That's one of the reasons why I like Time Machine Dream Team, is because we could be silly and all that, but we could do a legitimate other edition. Like in the past when we did, I'll go back and scroll for anybody that's looking at this on the screen. This is our Time Machine Dream Team of best. Look at how much simpler this is. We have the Ring Kings, and it's Macho King Randy Savage, Booker T, William Regal, Harley Race, and Jerry Lawler. Like that shit went fast,
It's the Ring King.
And then we had some more fun with like the Mother Canuckers with all the Canadians, and we had the ECW against the TNA. So there are more serious versions of this with fun. There's more serious without being gimmicky. And then there's this complete fucking mess that I loved doing. So if you enjoy this and you can't wait to hear more, the Dark Cast is going to be coming your way. I'm going to end up spending way too much fucking time, I know, balancing this out. Even if it ends up being, I'm just figuring out who's going to fight Law and Order. Is it the bodyguards because they are supposed to bring some kind of semblance of law to it, so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. That is going to do us in a little bit for this, at least. This was completely bonkers, and I loved it.
This is wild. I shudder to think of the person who is going to use this as like their first foray in Smark 11.
If it is, I'm sure you'll be continuing to listen.
Yeah, if you stuck around for this and didn't leave us, thank you.
And all the more reason too, by the way, leave your comments below, because we are stuck on some people. Like, where would you put Rodney Mack? What would you do with Ezekiel Jackson? Are we missing something obvious with Tugboat or Beaver Cleavage or Orlando Jordan or whatever? I'm really curious. So leave your comments. Make sure that you follow us all over the place at SmarkOutMoment. Go to SmarkOutMoment.com. Check out what all we're up to. Go to amangotree.com and see all the other links that I've got, like Fanboys Anonymous and stuff. Black Panther's coming out tomorrow, so I'm going to see that. I'll probably do some kind of a review point. Make sure that you follow me at Tony Mangle all over the place. Follow Callum over there. Unfortunately, not able to join us for most of this, but he's at Wigmeister14. And follow Rob as well.
Yeah, you can follow me everywhere at Dude Felice, and you can check out my stuff on Fightful, which is not as silly as this. You can check out my stuff on WrestleZone.
Nothing's as silly as this.
Nothing is ever going to be as silly as this. And yeah, just follow me everywhere, and I appreciate the support.
All right, everybody. 2.5 hours of this is enough for right now. We'll give you a break. We'll give ourselves a break. We'll let our brains recalibrate. We'll come back to you in the dark cast for more with this. And if you're not on that tier, subscribe to it. Look, the amount of podcast material we give you a month, I'll do this. I'll put this not even on the dark cast tier. I'll put this on the $5 tier. The Smarks Club one. So for $5 for the entire month to support Smark Out Moment, you're going to get the follow-up for this, and you're going to have access to all the previous other dark casts if you want to listen back to them. It should be coming up through like that. I'm pretty sure that that's how it works. If it isn't, you at least have some of them, because I'm sure I put some of those other ones in the $5 tier. But that is going to do us in for this one. Thank you for listening to this and for supporting us in every way that you can. And we will see you next time with the hot tags, where we'll talk about Austin Theory's cash in and all the other things that go along with Monday Night Raw and what happens on Dynamite tonight. But adios for now, everybody. This has been another Smark Out Moment, and we're being counted out.